Why did you click on this video instead of thousands of others? Was it random, or is there actually a pattern?
I analyzed over 100,000 YouTube titles to find out what really works.
I'll show you what I found so you aren't stuck guessing if your title is good or not. And what I found was not what I expected. There are 5 parts to the best YouTube titles and one mistake that makes all of this useless. But if I tell you now, it won't make sense. I'm going to take you through each part. But here's the thing. If you skip ahead, you'll only see half the picture. And the power of these titles come from how all 5 parts work together. Before I show you the secrets top creators use, I pulled every single title I analyzed, formatted it for you, and it will be linked in the description below, ready to use for your own videos. The first major part to a good title is clarity. Ask yourself, do I understand what I'm clicking? Let's play a game. Which of these sound better? Obviously the second one. The first one can work too if you have a massive following or thrive on controversy, but that is not your go-to. So how can we add clarity into our titles? Don't be too vague. Include a specific subject that it responds to. Clarity alone isn't enough. You also need a curiosity gap. Once your brain understands the title, it asks a second question. What happens next? People hate incomplete information, and it creates a mental tension, and it gets our attention immediately. Creating this feeling is easy. You need to leave part of the story unanswered in the title. I'll show you how to implement this later on in the video. Curiosity gets your attention, but tension is what really makes people click. It's the stakes. The brain wants to know what the risk or reward is. Ask yourself when writing a title, why should the viewer care right now? Add a risk, a reward, conflict, or a time-sensitive hook. Something to spike the brain stimulation. An example of this is the title on this video. You clicked it because it includes fear of being left behind. The mistake I mentioned earlier, it connects directly to this. You'll see why in a minute. Emotion amplifies everything. The titles you remember aren't logical. They're emotional. Why? Emotion drives decisions, not logic. It also makes titles memorable, creates connection, and hooks attention immediately. Add a relatable emotion like fear, surprise, hope, or excitement. When done right, emotion makes curiosity and tension hit 10 times harder. This is the fastest way to make a title feel real and credible. Specificity adds proof and trust. You don't always need numbers, but specifics show that it is tested, real, and actionable. These can include in 24 hours or starting with $0. Specificity is simple psychology. It makes your brain go, this isn't fake, I can trust it. And that drives more clicks to your videos. Now here's where most people go wrong. They treat these as 5 specific tricks. They add a number here, throw an emotion there, and wonder why it still doesn't work. You need to use all 5 parts in your title. Let's take my title for an example. I analyzed 100,000 viral titles, yours won't get clicked. Starting off with clarity, I analyzed 100,000 viral titles. Boom. You know what this is in half a second. No confusion, no guessing. The curiosity gap, yours won't get clicked. Suddenly, it's not about me anymore. It's about you, your channel, your titles, and now you have to know why. Tension. What if everybody already knows this and you don't? What if you're already behind? That feeling right there, that's what stopped your scroll. Emotion. People don't click with logic, they click with feeling. This title made you feel something. Anxiety, urgency, maybe a little called out. That wasn't an accident. Specificity. 100,000. Not a lot, not thousands, 100,000. Your brain reads a specific number as proof. Vague gets ignored, specific gets believed. Clarity, curiosity, tension, emotion, specificity. 5 forces, 1 title. That's what made you click. Now you know how to build it yourself. Now here's the major mistake creators make. They all learn this and still write their title last. They film the video, they edit it, and they spend 30 seconds slapping a title on it. But your title isn't a label, it's a promise. It should be written before you even hit record. Because if you don't know what your viewer's clicking for, how to know what video to make? The best creators write the title first. They test it, they sit with it, and then they make the video to match the promise. You now have the 5 parts. You know how they connect, you know the mistake everybody makes, but knowing it and seeing it are 2 different things. Here's the truth. Your brain already knows what your video is about. That makes you the worst person to judge your own title. You need to see it the way strangers see it. That's why I use Hooked. Paste in your title and your thumbnail, and it shows you exactly what your content looks like on iPhone, on desktop, and in the feed. Not in your head, not in your Google Doc, in an actual place where people decide whether to click or scroll past you. You can spend hours writing what you think is a perfect title, but if it doesn't stop a stranger mid-scroll, it doesn't matter. The link to Hooked is in the description. Go test your title before you publish it. See what the stranger sees. Because the best video in the world means nothing if nobody clicks on it.